have you ever seen all of 1990 Mattel Simpsons action figures in the same place at the same time? Joe,
Never.
have you?
Never.
Gang, gang.
I have a memory being in Kmart in 1990, Outer Drive, Melvindale, Michigan. Nothing but bins full of these things, pegs full of these things.
Oh, man.
We lived through it, Joe. We lived through the excitement of The Simpsons. When The Simpsons first came out, there was so much merch, and these toys were the first foray of Simpsons in action figure form. So we're just going to go through them all, man. We got the whole set, all 7. So these are not for sale. These are from my PC, guys. Mine. So here we go.
Well, who better?
Who better than Bart? And I'll note real quick, check this out. CW/CP. That's Children's World/Children's Palace.
That's right.
Which was a magical toy store from the early 1990s. But this Bart is sick. First of all, look at that skateboard.
It's sweet.
That is really, really cool. And the cool thing about these figures is they've got the little speech bubbles.
Yeah.
Which is a feature that I can't recall a toy before or after having this feature. So on the figure, usually on their like head, there's like this little peg hole that you can shove that into their dome, and then it's got the little speech bubble. And then this thing has interchangeable. It's got 5 different quotes.
That's cool.
Which it doesn't really tell you what the word balloons are, but you can just interchange them. This is back when Bart had a green shirt sometimes.
Right. Remember that episode?
Yeah. Bart wore green for a bit, then they settled on orange and they never looked back. Bart hasn't worn a green shirt in a good 20 plus years. But I love this thing.
Interesting they went with a completely white card back.
It is.
For these figures.
Yeah.
You don't see that too often.
And you got the die cut on the side.
Yeah.
That's the thing about these, when I saw these figures for sale. First of all, a chance to get them all at once.
Yeah.
Who could say no? And then second of all, you could tell the card backs were super nice.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, a little bit of curving, but
that's
who
normal.
cares?
Yeah.
So there's Bart. And then here's his alter ego.
Oh, so
which,
sweet.
man, if you were alive in 1990, Bartman was like his own character.
For real, though.
Like, he was merchandised unbelievably. Like, there was just so much stuff. Your history, Nelson. Yeah, so look, we got Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, Maggie, Nelson, Bartman. Oh, I guess if I want a complete set, I got to get the
boob tube.
I got to get the sofa and boob tube. I have this figure loose at home.
Yeah.
But had to pull the trigger, had to get Bartman. Think of all the cool Bartman shirts that we had as kids.
So sweet.
Some official, some unofficial, because there was like a million bootleg Bart Simpson shirts.
Right.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Bart shirt.
Yes.
Know that one?
Yep.
Here we go, Mom. With Marge, with 5 things Mom say. With the trademark, I'd rather be bowling.
Yeah.
I don't remember Marge wearing that, but she probably did. Every Marge figure, even the Playmates figures 20 years later, when it comes out, Marge has got the cookie sheet.
Huh.
You see Bart, and you see Bartman, and you see Nelson a ton, and Homer occasionally, but the girls, Marge, Lisa, Maggie, you never see these. I can't remember the last time I saw this figure loose. Just loose, right? Like, it doesn't come around much. But really, really cool. I love Marge. And if you got Marge, we may as well go with Homer next.
Yeah.
He's got the radioactive helmet gimmick on. He's got his, what is this thing? His plutonium rod with his with his big glove.
I like that his outline is glowing from the plutonium.
And look at his quote. Where are you from? The planet Cornball? And he's just classic. Awesome stuff. And I do think, like, with these figures and their phrases, you can get them with different bubbles. Like, they didn't put one specific bubble.
Oh, yeah.
So you could, in theory, get him with 5 different bubbles. All the figures for that matter.
That's for the true completist.
Yeah, the true completist. But, yeah, back when Homer was just a character on the show. Like, the show was absolutely... Bart was the star.
Yes.
Merchandising-wise, show-wise. Homer... As time evolved, he's grown in popularity, where I think Homer's probably a bigger star than Bart now. But back then, he was just the dad with funny phrases, and they really leaned into the whole power plant job.
It's like, what else are we going to give him? We can't give him a can of beer.
Yeah, that's true. No Duff.
Can of Duff.
No Duff for this Homer. All right, who we got here?
But surprised he didn't come with a donut. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, this is cool. Yeah, why didn't he come with a donut?
Right?
Yeah, look at Maggie with 5 thoughts to suck on. And she ain't even talking because it's Maggie. She doesn't talk. She's just got the image of her family looking over in the crib. Got this little scooter.
That's cool. She comes with a scooter. A Mickey Mouse knockoff there.
Yeah, this is cool because when Playmates makes Simpsons figures, not 20 years later, 10 years later,
Yeah.
Maggie's always like an accessory. Like when you buy Marge, you get Maggie.
Right.
And the standard, when they're in the living room diorama, when they're in their Sunday best, Maggie's never packed on her own. But back in 1990, Mattel did it.
Own fig.
And honestly, of these figures, we looked them up. Maggie is top 3 most valuable of all these figures.
Because no one was buying her.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, who's buying Maggie? I know when I was a kid in 90, you want Bart, you want Bartman.
Yeah.
You probably want Nelson because you want
gotta
Bart,
have someone to
'cause
fight.
You want Bart to fight him.
Yep.
No one's buying the baby sister.
Sorry, Maggie.
She's lonely.
Here's Lisa. Look at that. Look at that saxophone. That thing
as
is
big as her.
massive. Oh, brother. Just imagine the other 5 phrases to Bug Brothers Lisa has. And again, in 1990, Lisa, at the start, not fully fleshed out as a character. So you can tell by the card back. You can tell by all these card backs. Like, this is a toy line designed to be sold to little boys.
Yep.
Phrases to bug a brother.
Yep.
Things a mom says. Like, these are coming from the perspective of a 7-year-old kid.
Right.
But yeah, super cool. Love to have Lisa. Every toy line needs a bad guy.
Gotta have the bully.
You have to. So you've got the Simpsons family proper, and then you got this guy. Nelson Muntz with his 5 wisecracks. I'm going to pulverize you, Simpson. He's just a jerk, and he's just someone for Bart to, maybe transform himself into Bartman.
Right.
And take this trash can accessory and throw Nelson inside of it. But cool figure. The packaging is cool because they've integrated the bubble with like the card back.
Yeah.
So like from afar, it's kind of
like a
seamless.
trash can.
It's a trash can. And there is a trash can inside here.
Yeah.
Kind of odd that they chose to package it this way than actually show you the trash can.
Right.
Because I think the trash can's, I feel
Is
like
it just a cardboard piece?
no, it's an actual piece, and I'm pretty certain it's a rounded trash can that you. Are all these card backs? But yeah, super cool. Gotta have him. Gotta have a bad guy.
Got to.
Gotta have Skeletor if you buy He-Man.
Right.
And in the world, in 1990 in Simpsons, Nelson somehow made the cut.
Stamp collection.
That's it. That's the full set, all 7, 1990 Mattel Simpsons. What do we think, Joe? Let's go. If you had to pick 3 favorites out of these 7,
Top 3?
Yeah, let's go one at a time. What are we thinking?
Well, I mean, we know number 1. Right here.
You got to.
Right?
Yeah.
You have to.
When we were kids, back in the day, Bartman was everything.
No
I
question.
agree. Bartman's
Yeah.
number 1, and I think because Bartman's 1, I'm automatically disqualifying Bart as an option.
Right.
So I'll go next. If Bartman's my number 1, man, looking at these today, I think I'm picking Maggie.
I was with you, yeah.
I'm picking Maggie.
Yeah.
She's just like so colorful and fun. And this scooter's
It's the scooter.
giving me Happy Meal vibes. Like
yeah.
Baby Kermit would totally.
He would.
Maggie could roll up on Baby Kermit.
Yep.
Funny
There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
I always keep this Baby Kermit within 5 feet of my person at all times. Look at
It's a perfect match.
this perfect match. Muppet Babies and Maggie. Write it.
Yeah.
Technically, Disney owns all these properties. You can
They
do
do.
that. All right, and then number 3. What are we thinking? See if
would-
we agree.
Number 3.
Yeah.
This is tough. It's either Nelson or Homer, but I think I'm going Homer.
Okay. I think I go Homer too.
Yeah.
It's classic. It's Homer J. Simpson's first action figure ever.
Right.
He's got the removable helmet. He's got the glove. He's got the rod in his hand. He's got the trademark hole for the rod to go into.
He just needs a donut with pink frosting.
And you know there's one in here that says dope or something
yeah.
funny like that. So yeah, Homer. But awesome stuff. I'm glad to have them all, and maybe one day I'll get the boob tube, and that'll have everything you could possibly get from back then.